Australia surpasses 85% full vaccination rate.
Here's a summary of the article.
Overall, a total of 85.1% of eligible adults are fully vaccinated, and 91.5% have had their first dose. Western Australia remains the country's least vaccinated state, with 72.7% fully inoculated, although Queensland and the Northern Territory are only just ahead. The ACT is in the lead with more than 95% fully vaccinated. Official data shows 94.4% of people have had a single jab, while 91.8% are fully vaccinated. The Sunshine State has given 84.5% of eligible people one dose, and 73.3% have had both. South Australia has had 86.8% of eligible residents have their first dose, while 76.9% of them are fully dosed. In Western Australia, 84.3% have had their first jab and 72.7% are fully vaccinated. In the NT, 86% have had at least one dose, and 73.3% are fully vaccinated.
This post received a score of 3,800, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What in the hot fuck is this misleading headline? It's 85% of the eligible population. It is incredibly confusing when headlines don't bother to specify whether it's total or eligible population. And this is worse since full could be interpreted as fully vaccinated of the full population. It's a great target to hit. But come on, it's not that hard to include over 16 feet in the headline. In this case it's not even the eligible population. It's of the 16-plus population, who were the only ones eligible to be vaccinated when Australia set its targets, but now all over 12s can be vaccinated.
For the record, entire pop is at 71% DD. That's pretty hot.
What in the hot F?
I mean, I'm glad we have done so. Thing is, in the last week or two the PM has started trying to curry the favor of the crazy Republican types, as we have an election coming up soon. Add that to news articles today about something we already all knew, which is that Gladys Koala Killer Berejiklian herself, NSW Premier, ignored the public health advice, which was to apply the general lockdown rules to the entire Sydney region as opposed to a couple of poor suburbs. It's fucking disgusting how transparently self-serving the Liberal Party is in this country.
Why are we using media as our source of information when there's an update posted by the government every day with accompanying charts and tables?
Because this a news subreddit that's won't accept non-news PDFs.
Murdoch outlets only please.
Question for an Australian. Do you have to make an appointment to get the COVID vaccine?
No, you can just walk into a vaccination hub and get it. Some people do book though to make sure they aren't waiting too long. Help us America. We need to be liberated and freed from this oppression. Decisions are being made that save people's lives and make society better. This is terrible.
Okay. We got 11 aircraft carriers, but 2 are screwing around with China. We could easily send 2 battle groups, so what you want blowed up? We'll keep antagonizing other nations until at least one war that can't be called a war breaks out so we can justify our annual $700 minus $800 billion in military spending. Have you considered starting an alt account with one of the pre-generated suggested 2-word 4 digits usernames like PineLens4912, and then brigading Aussie subreddits pretending to be an Australian citizen who is concerned with what's happening? Make sure you continue to use American spelling, and only offer news sources from batshit insane American sites. When pressed, hand-wavingly claim that Australian news sources are biased. Hey.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.